I can see your face.
That's nice. That's really a hug. I feel hugged. I'm really surprised.
Japan seems to be obsessed with robots and AI. Why is that? And how will this tech impact our future? I took a plane to find out more.
Cleaning bots, robotic co-workers, even cute humanoids. More and more, robots are becoming part of our daily lives. One species of robots is not seen very often though, androids. And the human-like machines don't have a very good reputation either. Why is that so? Are androids evil? Do we even need androids? Stay tuned to find out.
I'm really excited. I'm making my way into the innermost sanctuary of android development, the lab of a real robotics rockstar. And I might even get the chance to interact with some of his creations. Here we go.
Hi everybody, my name is Hiroshi Ishiguro. I'm a visiting director of ATR Hiroshi Ishiguro Laboratory, and I'm professor of Osaka University. So I'm a roboticist and I'm creating a very human-like robot like this.
That's android celebrity Erika, by the way, but more on her later. Professor Ishiguro first attracted public attention around 2005, when he presented a robotic copy of himself to the world, the Geminoid. Why do you build androids, Professor Ishiguro?
We can contribute to our future society, especially in Japan. So our population is going down to the half of the current populations, and we need to have more helps by robot technologies. So I hope to contribute to the Japanese future.
Japan is a so-called super-aging society, with low birth rates on the one hand and a high life expectancy on the other. By 2025, 30% of its population will be 65 years or older. One of the consequences? A massive lack of workers in all areas. One possible solution? Robots. Okay, but how does it feel to have a robotic twin?
And when I have created my copy, I found that I don't understand myself. I cannot have the objective views about myself. I don't know that my face and my behaviors and my voice. And then I saw that why I want to interact with other people, because I want to know myself. Right? Through the interactions, I can understand myself. So that kind of the finding was very important for me. But for other people, they said that my androids are so similar to me. I couldn't understand what they're talking. Right? The android was, was not like me. Right? Looked like different persons. And the behavior. I said this is not my behaviors, but everybody say this is your behaviors. Right? This is the second generation of my copy. Mm-hmm. Now I have fourth generation, fifth generation. So he is a little bit younger than me.
Okay, how much younger is he than you?
It was 2007.
The Geminoid is not an autonomous robot. It has to be controlled in real time. But Professor Ishiguro can still send his robotic self to give speeches or have him read university lectures. There's a small problem though. Professor Ishiguro ages, but his copies don't. So, does he need a new doppelganger every other year? Or do the Geminoids get a face job to stay true to the original?
We are updating the robots, and this is, and I also updating my face also. Mm. So the question is which is the cheaper, the right plastic surgeries or the replacement of skin. Right? Usually, the right plastic surgery is much cheaper.
Okay.
Right.
Getting plastic surgery to match your robotic twin? Now that's what I call determined. Let's see what it's like to talk to the Geminoid.
How are you doing today, Geminoid?
How do you doing? Okay. I use gyro sensor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
In headphone.
Okay.
So I move my neck.
Yeah. Oh.
Move neck.
Whoa. Yeah.
The conversation with the Geminoid was a bit slow at first, to put it mildly. That wasn't his fault, though. As he is completely remote-controlled, the communication problems were between his operator and me.
One of your siblings.
But the conversation got better.
And what is it like to sit in that room all day?
I'm very, very sad.
Sad.
I'm very sad to hear
many
that.
visitors are coming, right? So
some people,
Mm-hmm.
some people like you often meet me, so I'm happy.
Oh, that's nice. So it's good we're here. One question for you, Mr. Professor Ishiguro. But the Geminoid doesn't have sensors or so many sensors. Like
this
Erica.
one, this is, we are using the 3D scanners here
Okay.
and the camera here, right? Actually, the operator they can watch your face, and
Okay.
if we want, we can use some face recognition program for
Okay.
supporting the operators. But this is basically teleoperated robot. It's different from Erica's. Erica is a fully autonomous robot, but I have designed this robot as a teleoperated robot in order to transport my presence to the distant place in the foreign countries. My student, one of my students is talking through the internet.
The Geminoid is very far from becoming a Terminator. His movement skills are awe-inspiring, but without an operator, he's completely lost.
Bye-bye.
Let's see how it goes with this fellow. The Telenoid has often been described as the creepiest robot ever. I thought it was a good idea to explain how it works to its creator.
It's to transport emotions better if I'm communicating with someone.
Exactly.
So there's someone is captured, his expressions are captured, and I would be. Can I lift it?
Yeah, sure, of course.
And I would talk to it as if like it's not a phone call. It's like a video phone call, but with a real person.
This was not my brightest hour. To be more precise, the voice and facial expressions of a person are captured and digitally transferred to the Telenoid, which plays the original voice and mimics facial gestures.
Hi, hello. How are you doing?
You'd be surprised.
Oh,
I can see your face.
Yeah,
Your face is a bit surprised.
you can see my face
Yes.
through the camera in your eyes.
In
Yes,
my
I
eyes,
can
yes.
see that. And in your forehead, you have the microphone here.
Well, don't you ask the hug?
Hug.
Yeah, you can try to hug
Can
me.
I hug you? Okay,
Yes,
I will
please.
try to hug you.
Here you go.
Oh, okay, yes. Yes.
How is it?
It's nice. That's nice. That's really a hug. I feel hugged. I have to say I'm really surprised because I've seen that you're probably aware that Western media they're all right about it, like the scariest thing at
Yeah,
all.
they say it.
They do.
I'm
but
creepy.
Yeah, they say you're creepy, but holding you in my hands, I have to say, it feels natural. But might be that nice
Because
noise. I
now
have.
you are using your imagination, so this is a neutral appearance, so you cannot tell the age and genders. In such case, you need to use your imagination. Therefore, the robot can be good for everybody.
I don't know the person on the other side. I don't know who I'm talking with. I just thought that's a sympathetic voice, and so it appeared sympathetic to me. Would probably appear different to me if I talked to my boss, right? So when did that project start?
I don't remember. Maybe 10 years ago.
Oh, 10 years ago.
Right, so
yes.
now we are running the many field tests in Germany, in Italy, in many countries. Right, so we have many collaborators. So if you go to the Frankfurt, you can.
In Frankfurt,
The Frankfurt, the hospital that they're using this robot for elderly care.
for elderly care. And yeah, does it work well with the elderly?
of course.
Yeah.
More about robots and how they are used in elder care in an upcoming episode of Robots Like Me.
I have one question.
me?
Yeah.
Yes?
What kind of man is your inventor?
Not a good question at all, according to Japanese standards. Talking about one's boss in public, I'm putting the Telenoid's operator in an awkward position. Ouch.
You're asking about the inventor?
About your inventor. What kind of guy
I
is
know
he?
he's next to me right now.
Yes, so it's hard for you to talk about him.
How do you evaluate me?
He created me very neutral.
Yes?
That made me easier to talk to anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, very
That's-
serious answer.
That's very, very diplomatic. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too, Telenoid.
Okay.
That was very interesting.
As impressive as these humanoid machines are, how can they help us? We've heard that the Telenoid is used in elder care, but what else can androids be good for?
Why do we need androids?
So for us, the Android is a test bed for studying the human itself.
Building humanoid robots to understand humans better. Now try to wrap your head around this.
But at the same time, we of course they consider the practical use of Android, right? We are making the Android of famous people who passed away already, but still, that Android can exist in our societies and influencing the young peoples, right? And we are also using Android for on the TVs while we are making the Android of a very famous TV host in Japan, and that Android is running TV programs. But the more important thing is by creating this very human-like robot, so we can understand the essence of human-robot interactions, and we can use that knowledge for developing this type or some other, many types of robots, interactive robot with humans. So that is, the role of Android.
Sounds like some far-fetched ideas, but seen from a Japanese perspective, with its dramatic shift in population structure, they make more sense. Robots are supposed to compensate for a massive lack in the workforce in the near future. Professor Ishiguro is also working on autonomous androids. His creation, Erica, might be one of the world's most famous and most feared robots. But more on her in the next episode of Robots Like Me.